Welcome back, biology students. This is the video for week 15 of semester 2. We are coming down to the end of it here. So you got week 15, 16, 17, and I believe 18. And then we're going to have a finals week, which is really only a couple days long for us to do finals and then to turn in grades. So at this point, if you need to improve your grade, I'm accepting late work back anything in April. You can still turn in and get late credit for, and you can retake any of the quizzes all the way back from the beginning of the semester if you need to retake a quiz because you don't like the score you got. So those are really the two options, other than keep doing what you're doing in class and getting your work done. But for those of you that are possibly failing the class right now, you really need to get on it here in the next couple of weeks, or you're going to end up having to take this class again next year. Or before you graduate, at least, because you can't graduate without biology. So make sure that you're getting it done. I would think of it as putting in 3 good weeks of work in 3 or 4 weeks of work instead of having to do a whole year all over again. But that's the choice that you make. So that's how that goes. Starting this week, I will be in class Monday through Thursday. I will not be there on Fridays. And Fridays are going to look a little different. And I'll mention this in the Jupiter message, and I'll mention it in class on Monday and Tuesday. That Friday is going to be an asynchronous day. What does that mean? That means basically independent work. So I'm going to give you the work for the week. I'm going to help you out on Monday through Thursday. If you have any questions on Friday, send me a Jupiter message, send me a text message. You have all that information, and I'll get back to you and help you out with what I can. But it'd be best to make sure you get everything, you know how to do everything, and to even get everything done before Friday so you don't have to depend on reaching out to me over the weekend, okay? So no class on Friday. It's gonna be an asynchronous day. And the attendance for Friday is gonna be based on your attendance for the week. So if you came on the days during the week, then you'll get the attendance for Friday. So I will explain that as well, okay? All right, let's take a look and see what you have going on for this week. In week 15. Okay, so this unit that we've been learning about genetics, we learned the basics of genetics with like traits and alleles, and then we did some complete dominance questions where you got the capital letter dominates over the lowercase letter. Last week, we talked about codominance, where you get 2 capital letters at the same time. One does not dominate the other. And so though we showed you how to do those problems, blood type was a type of problem with that. This week, I'm going to give you a third example of a different kind of trait. These are called sex-linked traits. And so we're going to learn what all the information we need to know about those. They're just a little bit more of a change, nothing too complicated. We'll do some practice problems around those types of traits, which are down here. So you'll see sex-linked practice problems, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And again, I'm going to do like the first 2 with you on Wednesday and Thursday just to get you ready and make sure you know how to do these things. So it's not a lot of work. It's just putting in the effort and trying your best. And then these are the things that you need to reach out for. If you're stuck, if you don't understand something, you got to ask for help. You can't just say, I don't get it. The steps for these problems are exactly the same as what we've been using the last 2 weeks. Letters, picture, Punnett square if you need to, ratios, and then make sure you answer the question. So the same exact steps. We're going to find out the letters are going to be a little bit different, and it's going to depend on mom and dad are going to be a little bit different, but other than that, it's the same basic types of steps for the problem. So notes will go here. I'll put them in once we take them. Then we'll do some practice problems. And then the third thing this week is to get you started. Now, I don't expect it done this week, but you should get started on this. I'm giving you a concept map. This is our last concept map of the year. This is big. It's worth 50 points. These are the words here: allele, dominant, F1 generation, gene, genotype, heterozygous, homozygous, phenotype, Punnett square, recessive, and trait. Okay? And so you'll do them just like we did before. You should start it this week. I would try to get the map done this week, and then you can write the summary next week. You'll turn it in at the end of next week is when it's due. We have a study guide coming next week, as well as a quiz on all this genetic stuff. So you really need to make sure you get this. And a concept map is the best way to make sure that you are understanding this information. Okay. So if you're choosing not to do it, you're choosing not to study, you're choosing not to figure out and make sure you know everything. Okay. When you know the steps, it's not too hard. Use your notes. I don't expect you to know these things off the top of your head. That's why we take notes in class. Okay. Use your notes. That's what they're there for. But again, I would get the map done this week. We'll do the summary next week. And in addition to that, 6 practice problems and some notes that we'll take on Monday, Tuesday. Okay. So, like I said, we keep our rolling. Big quiz coming on genetics, coming probably next week. So make sure you are on top of that. And I'll see you all in class on Monday, Tuesday. Have a good one.